Tingles with flyby. Hello, my tinglings. Welcome to this wardrobe try-on video. This is the update to my wardrobe showing you my summer items. This is my first item, a kind of off-the-shoulder shirt that you can wear up or down on the shoulders. And on the bottom, I'm wearing a little black skirt. I have two skirts, this one and a striped one, so I'll show you everything in both of them. But I put a lot of time into my wardrobe back around wintertime, and then when I got to summer, it's been very warm, and I realized I didn't really have very much that was appropriate for summer. I still do have my black and red kind of tank tops, but because I already showed those, I won't be showing those today. So I really like this top. I think it's nice how it just sits off the shoulder. I think it looks nice with this skirt as well. And just a fun little piece. And it's nice because you can wear it up or down on the shoulder. I like to have a little fun. So now we'll put it on with the striped skirt. The top I got from Savers, so I always keep my eye on black and white striped things because I loved so much my black and white striped shirt that I wear in winter. That's kind of a 3/4 sleeve. So when I saw this top, I thought, I should give that a try. I don't usually wear off the shoulder, but I thought I would give it a try, and I really liked the way it looked. Both of the skirts come from Kmart. Don't remember the line, but anyway. So I bought one. Should I buy them both at the same time? Don't remember exactly, but I really like these skirts. They have a little band right around the belly, which is really nice. And keeps them nice and in place, but they're still a nice shortish length, but not too short, so I really like them. And I really don't mind the stripes together. This, I'm going to show you the jackets I have as well. This is a kind of fake leather jacket, which I am in love with. I got this more not for summer, but more when we were heading into spring, and my coat was much, much too warm, and so I needed something. But I have a big problem because I have an hourglass figure. I always need something that gathers at the waist, otherwise it doesn't look very good, and It's pretty rare to actually find things that do that in coat. So this little kind of cropped jacket is absolutely perfect. I love it to death. I look forward to jacket weather because I can wear this. It looks just a little badass as well. I like that, but it's just fun. I love it. And I think it goes okay with this outfit. You'll see a bit later. I think it goes better probably with some others, but it goes okay with this shirt. Now on to this little white tank top with the striped shirt. I think this is a really cute outfit. I have a little story to go with this shirt. I bought it the weekend before I went to the Mayfair Hotel because I wanted something to wear under my gray jacket to look more professional. I like to have a little fun. And so I took it to the hotel. That was all good. And then I was talking to my love the next day, telling him, man, it's really nice to have a really white shirt. It just looks so good. I love having a white shirt. And then the next day, I went to lunch with my friends, and one of my friends had these chocolates. And she gave them to me because she didn't want them. And I took one, and it was filled with chocolate, and then it and spilled all over the front of my top. Brief pause from that. So here it is with the jacket. You can see I love this jacket. It just has a single button at the middle. It's gray, so it looks nice. At least with the white. I don't really like it with any of my red pieces. But I think the white looks really good with the black and the white. It has a nice gather, so it accents, again I said that problem with finding something that gathers nicely at my waist. I think this one's pretty good. It looks a little, probably just a little hair tight, but I put up with it because it was my favorite when I was looking at the jackets. And I just think it gives a nice little professional edge, so it also looks good with my black tank, but I wasn't going to show off the black and red tank that I already did in the last video. So, that's the jacket. Back to my story about my white shirt. So I spilled the chocolate on it. I took it home. I took it off immediately. Actually was at the university and took it off in the bathroom there and soaked it and all that. Put some soap on it to try and get it out. Well, it didn't come out, and then I was recording a video while I was there, so I put my shirt back on to go out, but it was very wet. And then I took it home and I soaked it overnight, and it was still dirty. And then I soaked it and I washed it like 2 times, and you could still see the stain. I let it sit out in the sun. Don't know why it's doing that. But here's the black. It's beautiful. I think the black against the white is a really, really good look. I love this jacket so much. As I said, I can't wait. It's still a bit warm right now here to be wearing it, but soon it'll cool down. It'll be nice. I'll be wearing it every day. Anyway, obviously you can see from this video that I did get it clean. I soaked it in bleach for a half hour and that did it. But I thought I could do it anyway. I tried it without bleach before that, but that didn't work. So then I did the bleach and that worked well. So if you have watched any of my color analyses, you'll know I talk about low contrast and high contrast, and that my colors, because I'm a clear winter, is a very high contrast look because I have very light eyes, dark hair, and kind of a medium toned skin. So a really high contrast look kind of matches my skin tone and overall color palette. So I think that's why black and white looks so good on me. And I do love a good black and white. I love this jacket though. It's got two little zip pockets on the front, which are tiny, and I don't know what I could ever fit in there except maybe a card. But here's the white just with the plain black skirt. Very simple outfit. Really shows off my necklace well, which I wear all the time ever since I got it in New Zealand in 2016. I got it while I was there for my 5th wedding anniversary. And I got it at the Hobbit Holes, which I absolutely adore the Hobbit Holes. You can go for a feast there and it's amazing. So I think that this necklace piece looks really good against the white, and then it really draws attention to the necklace just having the black and the white, rather than when you have the stripes, it probably draws a bit more attention to the stripes. So just interesting to see the subtlety in the different looks and the way they go together. So this is our little black and white piece. Which I'm sure you're enjoying. Now on to this little red spaghetti strap top. My Aunt Jackie sent this to me, and she's one of my favorite people in the world. She's an amazing person, and she watches my videos, so hello Jackie, if you're watching, thank you for the shirt. I'm sure that's probably how she knew that she should get a bright red like that. It's probably from watching my other videos. Or she just guessed right, but I really like the way this looks on the front, but I do always wear a Nell sports bra, and you can see it quite clearly in the back, but yeah, just kind of roll with that. I'm very easygoing with that sort of thing. But I love the bright red. It's just very fun. And again, I like the look with the plain black. Gives it a nice look in the back. I really love these skirts. I've worn them pretty much all summer long. I've been meaning to do a wardrobe video probably since the beginning of summer, but the hardest part was coordinating all my clothes to be clean at the same time. You know, that's me. So, there's our black and red plain. Now with the jacket, again, I adore this jacket. Put it on any outfit and it pretty much makes it better. Not exactly, but most of them it does, especially the plain tops. It goes really nicely with, because it cuts up the color, makes it a really nice accent. So you can see the red peeking through, and then it really accents just around the necklace nicely. You can see that. I love that look. But this jacket, it's also really comfy. It's got a stretchy little band around the waist area, and then it's stretchy at the cuffs for the arms as well, which is really, really nice. But I just love that black, red look. And it looks killer with my skin tone, doesn't it, really? I mean, come on. No, I love dressing my colors. It really has, I think, improved my look, so I do really enjoy it. And God, I love that black jacket. Nothing better than that jacket. So here we have the red with the black and white striped. Don't think it suits quite as much, but I think it goes okay. Probably like the white better with the stripe, but you can see kind of how it works anyway, which is what I love about my wardrobe, is that I don't have to think about it. I can just kind of pop anything on, and probably right here is about the worst I'm gonna look. So that I can really put up with, for having no need to really just put any thought into or worry about, oh, is this thing clean or is that thing clean? It's basically, okay, have a top clean, have a bottom clean, and can wear whatever. So you can see we're sporting some nice underarm and leg hair as well, as I always do, being the hairy wonder that I am. Accented most beautifully by my lovely unibrow. My most proud feature, perhaps. I don't know. I love my eyes as well, and my smile, but I do love my brows. I think they're me. That's why I like them. Or it's me, if you want to say I'm a unibrow. But anyway. I like to have fun. So now into this little kind of black halter top. You can't quite see it in this video, but if you watch my personal shopper video, you can see a bit better the kind of a lacy front that there is on the front there. You can kind of see it coming away at the front, but it's got this really nice halter neck, and it's got a keyhole back, which I'll point out a little later, but I actually think the halter neck looks really good on me. I quite enjoy that really high kind of neck, but it also sometimes feels like it's cutting off my oxygen supply. I start to feel a little weird after I wear that for a long time. There you can see the keyhole. It's actually much bigger than that, but it's cut off by my bra, which is just a, fact of, again, because I am quite large-breasted, I need something very supportive. And I love my sports bras because basically I can run and move around without having any issues. So I'm pretty much always in a I am always in a sports bra whenever I'm wearing something. So, but yeah, you can see here the black top against the white and black skirt is a nice little look. I don't like this with either of the jackets, so I won't show you that, but I will show you with the black skirt. My summer ninja. If you saw my last wardrobe try-on, I talked about a ninja when I wore all black, but this is kind of my summer ninja look, I guess. Though it looks more just like a little black dress, even though it's two pieces. And again, you can see the keyhole obscured completely by my bra. Just that higher back really helps distribute the weight of my breasts. This shirt I intend to take in just a little bit on the sides, so it'll hug my figure a little better, but I first have to decide if I can actually wear it without getting sick. I always feel like my oxygen gets cut off when I wear it, and I don't know if I think it's the neck, but not quite sure exactly why. But I love the way it looks. I especially like it in the really close-in shots that I get when I do most of my other videos. So it's okay from a distance like this, but that close-in shot, I think it looks really, really nice. Because it draws attention to my neck, which I think is a nice feature as well. So having some fun there. I like to be a little silly for y'all. So now we're going to transition into a couple sleeved tops, but short sleeves that are good for summer. This is a striped top, which you can guess I probably love. I love black and white stripes. This one I think looks alright with the striped bottom as well. I think it looks better with the plain black, but I think it looks alright with the black and white stripes as well. These again, that last top, the black top, I got from Savers. That was a thrift shop buy. This top and the final top that I will show you, I got from Kmart. They were like $5 or $6, which I sometimes feel bad, like, oh, is that like sweatshop type thing? But they've been rated with like certain investigations that they actually have pretty good practices, so I feel less guilty when I buy that way. But usually I like to try and buy from the op shop save things from the landfill. So, but sometimes you just see something very black, white, and striped, and you can't say no, can you? So here it is. You can see it's very dynamic with the black skirt. Really draws attention to that lovely black and white striped top. I love the look. And then with the necklace, I think it goes well as well. I really like that black skirt. I'm actually wearing it right now. But you can see, no, but you know I'm recording this audio later. Because I'm not talking as I walk around there. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. So, I'm not really sure which is my favorite of my black and white striped shirts. I really like them all. The scoop neck and the 3/4 neck is really nice as well. But I like this one. It has a little bit higher neck. And I think it looks good. It's very, very form-fitting. But then I really like the off the shoulder as well. I think that looks fun. Okay, and we have to try this one in with the jacket as well, of course. Now that is an outfit. I'm just smitten with myself, sorry. I love that jacket. Cannot wait for fall to be wearing that jacket more. Just sounds like a dream come true. And I love that just zipped up part the way. I mean, I could zip it up more, but the whole point is to wear it when it's a bit warmer, not too cold. So I could probably wear it unzipped. Probably should have shown it to you zipped up as well, but I just love that look so much. And then with the black and white stripes, you got me. That is, I think that's got to be my favorite look. That one right there. You got black and white stripes, that amazing jacket, a nice little cute little black skirt. Well, I like it. Now just the other shirt I have, it's the same cut as the black and white striped, but this is just a red t-shirt. It's a nice build quality. They're really cheap, but I'm happy with how they don't feel really cheap. So that's why I buy them. Red and black. It's nice together. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, so we're getting a bit of sunset light coming through right now, which I think is okay. But yeah, all these outfits I pretty much wear everywhere. I'm not working right now, so I don't have to worry about a dress code, so I could pop them on to go down to the beach, out to the shops, out with my friends. And they're just really easy. They're super comfortable. These skirts are very comfortable, so I really like that. There's no elastic, there's no zipper. They just kind of have a gathered waist around the tummy area. And then all the shirts are stretchy. So everything except that kind of halter neck are pretty comfy. I always like to have a very functional wardrobe that I love to wear. And these pieces definitely meet that, so quite happy with that. But you can see red and black. It's just fun. And then looks a lot the same as the spaghetti strap top, because the parts that are different are actually underneath the jacket. But I mean, who doesn't need another look at this jacket? So this is the last look that I have for you, is the lovely black leather jacket, the red top and black skirt. So well, I kind of wanted to show you all the different kind of combinations that I get from very few pieces, just to show you that you can get a lot of combinations with very few pieces, and they have a little bit different look, but I think they all look pretty good, and you can have a lot of fun with them. Do what you want. Hop down the road, hop backwards, be cheeky, do whatever you want. I'm a big believer in do what you want. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little wardrobe try-on that I've done for you today. Very glad that you've decided to join me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my tinglings. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember that if you do comment down in the comments down below, that you do have a chance to be featured in my monthly viewers